Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormis back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video. Today, we have a pretty exciting one to talk about, and yeah, we're going to get into it right now. So, we're going to be ranking the movies and TV shows that I watched last week. No TV shows, just movies. But it was an interesting week of movies. I basically only watched DC products, and there's some hot takes in here that I'm very excited to talk about. So, yeah, well, let's talk about it. So, my least favorite movie of the week was Batman 1989, starring Michael Keaton, featuring, of course, Tim Burton as the director, which I ranked a 42 out of 100. It is a bad movie. Like, it is a really bad movie. And I'm sorry, because I know a lot of people love this movie and love the two Keaton movies and love Keaton as Batman, but I was not a fan at all. The best thing about those four Batman movies, in my opinion, is the very attractive women that are in that movie, and the Danny Elfman score is pretty great, and Alfred is fantastic. He honestly might be my favorite Alfred, but yeah, 42 for the original 1989 Batman, and I'm sorry, but I just don't like it. So, with that being said, we'll move on to Batman Returns, which again, it's a little bit better, to be honest, at a 44 out of 100 for me. But again, it's a bad movie, and not a fan. Don't care for the Penguin at all. Don't care for the Joker either in the first one. I really don't care for either of them at all. Then moving on to Batman and Robin, which, yeah, hot take. I actually have Batman and Robin and Batman Forever above those two Michael Keaton Batman movies. Anyways, Batman and Robin, again, another bad movie, but it's a little bit better than the other two, in my opinion. A 49 out of 100. I actually quite enjoy Mr. Freeze. No, that's not true. He's terrible, but I just kind of sympathize with him a little bit. You know, I just feel bad for the guy, and his lines are hilariously cringy. They're so bad, but they're so funny. And yeah, I mean, I just enjoyed that one more because of how cringy it is, and it's just funny as fuck to me. But yeah, still, it's obviously a little bit better, but not that great. And then my favorite out of the four 90s Batman movies is Batman Forever, which I think is a mid-movie, which I ranked a 56 out of 100. So a little bit better than the previous three that I mentioned, but I don't think any of them are good. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever watch any of these movies again because they are not good, but Val Kilmer was actually my favorite Batman from the four, so I quite liked Riddler and I quite liked Two-Face, but that's just my opinion. So, with that being said, excuse me, we now actually move into three animated movies for the top three. So first up, we've got Batman Year One, which I ranked a 73 out of 100. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, obviously an interesting story. Kind of going back and forth between Batman and Gordon as Gordon moves to Gotham. And of course, Gordon's storyline in that movie is interesting as well. I've never really seen a Batman feature like that where it focuses a lot on Gordon as well. Arguably more so than Bruce and Batman. So that one's pretty cool. But with that being said, we'll move on to another animated movie, which I actually just watched yesterday, which was Justice League The New Frontier, which came out in 2008. The animated movie, like I previously mentioned, which I ranked an 88 out of 100. I thought this was a really great movie, and it was really, really awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was some really good it was a really good story, and it was my first introduction to the Center, which I had never heard of. So that was pretty cool, unique, and honestly, in my opinion, it's the best Green Lantern movie as well, because it's basically a Green Lantern and Flash movie, kind of between those two, more so Green Lantern and probably Martian Manhunter, I guess, really. But yeah, with that being said, on to my favorite movie of the week, which is, I think, the fourth or fifth time I've watched this movie in like the past 6 months, but Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox, which I absolutely adore, a 100 out of 100. It's a perfect movie for me, and I love this movie with everything in my being. My friend Ryan, who I've previously mentioned before on the channel, got me into some of these animated movies and showed me the Flashpoint Paradox in the summer, and it was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. I bought it. I rewatched it a couple times, so yeah, I own it now. But I actually, to a couple other of my friends are big Flash fans. My other friend Ryan, actually, he's a big Flash fan from the TV show, but he's not really like a DC fan. So he watched that for the first time. There was four of us. We watched them together. So it was me, Ryan, and Dorian. So Dorian is currently going through the Flash TV show, going through the CW Flash show for the first time. He's almost on season 5, and I really wanted Ryan, that hadn't watched it, and Dorian to watch this movie because it's the best Flash movie, and obviously also the only Flash movie. So there's not much Flash media out there. There definitely needs to be more. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.